The summer transfer window officially reopened today after the pause for the Club World Cup, which is still ongoing. Don't really understand what's going on with that. That's a absolute crock of shite. That tournament has to be brutal. I mean, I just have to be honest about it. There's no prestige. There's nothing. It's an inconvenience, and you've got Diddy teams like Auckland City going there, man, getting pumped 10-0 by Bayern Munich. Anyway, I digress. But to me, it's no excuse for us not to have announced a few signs, but hopefully that'll change in the coming days and weeks. We've seen clubs. I mean, Hearts, I believe, have made 5 signs. Is it wrong for me to think Rangers could have announced one? No, but I tell you what, I think the 49ers are keeping cards very close to their chest today and this entire summer because Max Aarons, a guy that we had not been linked with until about 10 minutes ago, right, is set to join Rangers. Initially, I mean, people were like, oh, he's going to join us on loan. I did a bit of looking into it. His contract actually runs out at Bournemouth. Well, does it? Does his contract run out at Bournemouth? No. Oh, so listen to this. So it is a loan. I read it wrong. Valencia, right? His contract obviously runs out because he had a wee loan. But his contract he's on a 4-year deal at Bournemouth, so it would be a loan. Now his highest market value was 22 million euros. That was pretty much 5 years ago. I typed this guy and I see, no, he's born in 2000. And then it's like, what, he's 25? And then it hits me. Well, I'm born in 2000. I'll be 25 very soon. So no escaping it. Time waits for no man, as Rocky Balboa said. But he played a total of 9 games last season. 4 games in La Liga, 1 game in the Copa del Rey, 3 games in the Premier League, and also 1 game in the FA Cup. So 9 games, not an awful lot of game time for Max Aarons, but I tell you what, here, he's at Bournemouth, who are they a top 10 Premier League club? They're there or thereabouts, man. They're a decent club in the Premier League. They're better than Tottenham and Man United, that's for sure. Which isn't really a flex. I understand that, but there's nothing. I mean, the fact that he struggled to get games at Bournemouth and struggled to get games at Valencia isn't the end of the world for me. But what it does tell me is he's a right back. We've got Tavernier and we've got Dujon Stillen at the football club. What happens there? This guy will want to play minutes, right? He will want to play games of football. He will not want to be on the bench and play like 9 games over the course of the 25-26 season. Now, obviously, Tav's getting older, and most of us want him gone. And Dujon Stillen is very injury prone. So naturally, Max Aarons would play a lot of games of football. But at the same time, there's no guarantees. But I look at this guy, man, up and down the wing, 25, not even into his prime yet, really pacey. That suits the Russell Martin style of play a lot more than Dujon Stillen and James Tavernier. But it's a loan, and that's the only thing. It's not like James Tavernier. Are we going to get rid of James Tavernier for the sake of a loan signing? Definitely not. But end of the day is we've got to play the best guy in the position. And if this guy comes in on loan and he's a step above James Tavernier and Sterling, then he's got to start every week. He's got to start every game despite being a loan. You know what I mean? And I think he will be a step above. Guy's had a decent career, alright. Last couple of years he's filled in the pecking order at Bournemouth. He's not really worked out and had a few loans here and there, but obviously really good time at Norwich. Got that move to Bournemouth. So I hope Rangers can get this deal over the line and bring him in on loan. And he's a pacey right back who's capable of defending. It's a bit more than what can be said for Tav these days, man. You know what I mean? Tav's losing his pace and he never could defend. So, aye, Max Aarons, Max Verstappen. Hopefully he's got the pace of that Red Bull. Anyway, moving on though to a bit of transfer news on the outgoing side of things. Nico Raskin. Aston Villa are interested in a 25 million move for Raskin. Villa are believed to be battling Marseille and Fiorentina for the Belgian international signature, but they should go all out to accelerate their interest and beat the pair to the deal. Rangers FC are thought to be opening to allow Raskin to leave if the club bid of a 25 million is received, and that should have caught Villa's attention. That's according to Fella News. Absolute Belgian fans is reporting this on Twitter. Um, your daily dose of Belgian Red Devils coverage in English. So Nico Raskin, right? 25 million. Um, we will have to wait and see, right? What happens with Raskin, but it doesn't. This whole 25 million. It doesn't seem like bullshit. This seems legit. That's what Rangers have put a price on his head at, and they don't look like they're willing to budge. But again, see until there's like an actual concrete bid and an offer, then we don't know 100% what's going to actually happen and how much he's truly going to be worth. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with Nico Raskin. But I'll tell you this for free: 25 million for the guy. If there's a bid for Phil that comes in for 25 million, we've absolutely got to accept that and move on. As much as I want Nico Raskin to stay, and as much as he is right now our best player and looks a step above the league, we can't turn down 25 million for him, because putting 25 million into the squad is going to do more than keeping him, in my opinion. As good as he is, there's so many other areas of that pitch that need strengthened. Yeah, you take the best player at your team, it's going to affect you, of course it is, but we need to be smart, man. We can't do what we did with Kent and Morelos and have these big offers and other guys and no accept it and then lose them and freeze. Because if you don't accept 25 million or whatever this summer, then next season he's got 1 year left on his deal and the money quickly starts to dwindle. But for me, I absolutely get it, accept it. As for Villa, you know, would it be a good deal for them? Absolutely. Would he start for Villa? I mean, Villa's got a star-studded midfield. There is no two ways about it, man. A lot of good players in that Aston Villa midfield. Could we see a John McGinn, Nico Raskin partnership? Yeah, that would be an interesting partnership, wouldn't it? Absolutely. But we'll have to wait and see how it goes. But if I was in charge of the transfers, I'd be accepting 25 million, that's for sure. Anyway, leave your thoughts down below. Max Aaron's in on loan, Raskin out, that's the latest news. Desser's all but done, I'm hearing, so maybe there'll be confirmation on that later on the night.